Grade 2, this is 12 carats of super fine Amdamooka Matrix Opal. It's mostly matrix. If you see this this green blue in here, that's actually crystal opal that's running through the matrix. Look really nice when it's cut, I think. You know, I was posting videos last night and I was thinking, you know, the single hardest thing about buying opals online is trying to get a feel for what the opal actually looks like. And if you want a tip, always ask for videos or pictures of opal with people's fingers in it. You'll notice in all my videos that I'll have skin in those videos. I do that because that's the way I like to buy opals, because if the skin looks wrong, then it's highly likely that the opal that you're looking at is not going to look like you think it should whenever you get it. I'll give you an example here. So all of our video is shot with pretty much the exact same camera settings and the exact same lighting. I've been playing around with our camera settings to try to figure out what it looks like whenever you see somebody that's got unnatural skin, and how that changes the way the opal looks. Okay, so I've got live view here on my computer. I shoot with a DSLR Canon, so I can manipulate it. This is not Photoshop or anything. Everybody says, well, I haven't Photoshopped anything. Well, that's right. You don't have to Photoshop it. But what happens if you don't have good lighting and you're trying to take a picture, you're forced to change the settings on your camera such that you can actually see the opal. So I'm just changing my f-stop now so that you can actually see the opal here. When you do that, you have to refocus it. And to mimic what most people use on their phones when they're shooting pictures or whatever. This is about right here. Alright, you see how my fingers don't look natural? They don't look like natural skin. They've got a kind of pink hue to them. Well, that's what happens when you shoot and you don't have the proper light. So everybody's like, oh, you're shooting under really bright light or whatever. It's actually the really bright light and adjusting your camera settings that gives you a really accurate representation of what the opal is going to look like whenever you have it. If you shoot them like this, sure, yeah, it looks, you can tell it's the same opal, but the reds and the greens, the peaks of those colors are really, really pronounced. And that's not the way this opal looks in real life. It doesn't look like that at all. I'm looking at it right now and looking at it on the screen, and it's two totally different things, right? So, tip for new players: if you want to get accurate representation of what your opal is going to really look like whenever you receive it, make sure that the skin tone is right. Look at the skin tone there. I'm going to turn back on our normal lighting. And the settings that I keep for all of our videos are right here. See how different that looks? Looks totally different. You can tell it's the same opal. And whenever I set these settings up, I set them up so that I look at it on the screen, so I see what you guys are seeing, and I look at it right here in my hands, and it looks exactly the same. Beautiful opal. Be a great little two-sided one. All right. I hope that helps.